And then rotating, or not rotating, but moving on to our next segment, we're going to talk about the trades, and then we'll go into the draft picks because again, some of these trades had uh, draft implications yesterday. So we'll just start off with the first one that kind of got the trades going prior to the draft. It was the Desmond Bane trade that happened about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks. He got traded from Memphis to Orlando. Obviously, I think you alluded to Memphis, or not Memphis, Orlando trying to get 3-point shooting. I think the biggest thing from this was people thinking about the draft haul or the capital that Memphis got in return. They got KCP, Cole Anthony, who y'all know I don't like, but four unprotected first round picks as well, and then a pick swap. Again, because you alluded to it, how do you feel about this move for Orlando? Obviously, getting an offensive threat, a guy who can stretch the floor again, shoot the three ball. How do you feel about that? And was it an overpay? Do you think? And obviously, all the Eastern teams are trying to go all in, given the injuries in the East. Do you
Yeah.
think they gave up too much for Desmond Bane?
I do think they gave up too much. Just I don't mind the players. It's the unprotected picks, which I think are crazy because you look at it and you say, okay, Orlando, are they that great that those picks are going to be later on in the draft, or are you like how their season went this year, which they were just ravaged by injury, the entire
Hmm.
team? They're a few games from not making the playoffs, and now you've given away the opportunity to get better. So I don't like that. I don't like that part of it. But I get it. I understand what they're doing. They were the worst, like I said before, they were the worst 3-point shooting team by percentages on the season. So there won't be with Desmond Bain on that team. I think he's a career 41, 42% shooter from the three. So he's definitely going to bring that. I think they are a good defensive team. They still need some pieces and some things that they want to add on that bench. I know you get on like Cole Anthony, but I thought he's a really good NBA backup um, point guard. Like he's not a
Yeah,
if you
no,
look
he's
at if
serviceable. I mean,
yeah, if you're looking for him to be some type of starter, that's not who he is. But
right.
a
And I feel the same way about
serviceable,
Jalen Suggs. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, a serviceable NBA backup point guard. We talked briefly about McConnell, and when he's a great backup when the lights are on him and he's the main guy.
It's look a little
Did
different.
look a whole different, right?
Yeah.
Um, so outside of that, man, I think Orlando's gonna be, and this might be a bold prediction, but I think Orlando's gonna be top three in the East this coming season. They're gonna be one of
During
the
the
top
regular
three
season.
seeds.
Okay.
I think they're gonna be one of the top three seeds. I think it's gonna be I think um depending on what the Knicks, I
Ooh,
mean,
wait a minute.
the Knicks is crazy because they don't have a coach, and obviously those players got rid of Tibbs, and so now who are they going to bring in? I they still don't if they leave the team the way it is right now, they still don't have no type of bench. So I don't know who are the players that this new coach is going to bring in if they're going to be playing less minutes because they apparently got rid of Tibbs because he played them too much. So I see obviously Boston takes a slide without Tatum. I see Cleveland coming back, being healthy, repeating as a number one. I like what
Detroit.
uh I don't see Detroit going to the three. I still want to see what they do um in the postseason. Are they gonna re-sign what's the backup point guard, the guy from Germany? What's the dude's name? His name
Schroeder.
Oh,
slipped.
Schroeder.
Schroeder, right? What are they doing on that bench? But I do think they're definitely a playoff team. They're definitely gonna be top six. So yeah, I like Cleveland. I like we're gonna see what the Knicks are gonna be, and I like Orlando right there. So we'll see, man. That's my bold prediction. I think Indiana obviously slides a little bit. I see the
Might be a
next
lot of
slide.
it.
We want to see what my Heat doing. We just drafted. I can't. Papas. I don't know his name.
I was gonna say,
All I know is his mama called him KP. I would call him KP. So we got the Lithuanian KP. I've been doing some research because to be honest with you, I didn't watch any of his games or in nothing in college. So I've been on YouTube today, looking at some video. I see what they see possibly. Hopefully it translates to the NBA game. Our last couple of picks, Jaime and all of these was flops. But
Jaime was
outside of
a flop?
Jaime is a flop. Jaime barely played last year, dude.
yeah, he was in it.
He went 10 game stretch without even playing one
Well,
game.
we'll talk about that when because I remember I told
So
you why not include him in any trade packages. They said he was untouchable apparently in trade packages.
That's what
So
I'm saying.
I can't
I
understand that,
think
bro. I
I
can't
think
His
understand
I
that.
rookie,
think
he had a solid
because
rookie year. He definitely had a
but
solid rookie year.
I think it's because they didn't want Kevin Durant. It wasn't the fact that they wanted you know they wanted Jaime per se. I think they just didn't want to go through with and be in the east of Phoenix of the Suns. You come here, you
Well,
deplete the team, you get Kevin Durant, but now your team's depleted. And now what you just did, you didn't do anything. But the
But I
word on the streets is over here, and it's starting to clamor up. They're looking to get uh,
Riley out of
uh,
there.
no. We're looking
Oh,
to get Kaminga from Golden State. I don't know why he wasn't in
what
the
is
deal
what
to
is that
begin
gonna
with.
do?
what?
What do you mean that's gonna do?
What is that
All
gonna
right.
Did you
do?
see? Did you
Well,
see? Did you
let,
watch the playoffs?
wait.
I did.
So
Let's get
I
did
to
you
the
did.
Heat.
see?
I
Let's
did,
get to
but
the Heat. Let's
I
get to the
don't.
Heat though. But let's
I
finish the
guess,
trades because we got
man.
a couple
I
trades.
guess.
We got a couple trades. We're gonna come
So
back around here.
so
I
so
guess.
so
We're gonna come back here. I promise you. I promise you. We'll come back here because I'm kind of in Caleb's boat. But hey, we're gonna come back here. Okay.
Okay.
Ethan, Caleb. You guys think that this trade boosts? Obviously, it bolsters the roster for the Magic. Does it translate to on the court with more wins and a deep playoff run?
It
No.
depends on. I'm not gonna be as downtrodden as that, but I'd say yes. If I mean, barring injury, like you just gotta look at the injury history. They haven't played
They
much
won
Right. Right.
41
basketball
games this
together.
season.
Like you just gotta go
They
off injury
finished
history.
41, 500. Desmond Bane probably adds you, let's
I
see.
give them like 6, 7 games probably,
yeah,
And
but
again, and
weren't
again,
and a
they
positive
weren't
negative.
they
Yeah,
weren't they weren't they the sixth seed? They were the sixth seed, right?
Yeah,
no, they weren't.
that's what I'm saying. Like
They were the
if
no,
they
they were
play,
not. They were in
if
the
they play
They
more
play-in.
basketball,
what seed were they?
The 7th seed.
right?
So they were
They were
7th.
behind
Okay.
Detroit. So if you expect
So you're telling
Pacers,
me
Bucks,
they won
and
41 games without Desmond? Are they better with or without Desmond Bane?
Better. I
This
say
yeah,
team.
but we
better.
said that we give them
I
like
say
six,
better.
seven
I say
games. So
six,
that's like
7 games
48
in the
wins.
right direction.
like,
I just
would you
So
don't
that's
say
what
say?
I'm
that goes
saying.
in the right
But
direction.
so how can you say that you don't see the question that Kyle
I
said
said yes.
was, do you see? No, I'm talking about Ethan
Oh,
because he emphatically said no, that you don't see any more wins, you don't see any more
yeah, you
anything.
did say
They're a
no kind
better
of quick.
team. Yeah, they're a better team with Desmond Bane than without Desmond Bane. So
I
how do you
mean,
say they don't increase that 41 win total? And remember, Paulo missed 20 something games,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
like I think up
Right?
until
And then
Christmas, he came right after Christmas. I think.
right when he came back, then
Franz went down.
France went down and France missed 20 something games. So
So
I mean,
we'll see something. One thing that you said, Uncle, you were saying you're like, oh, this team, is going to finish lower than next year. This team, I mean, you named like 4 or 5 teams, so two of those teams are going to finish probably around where they finished this year, just because the East is that weak.
yeah,
Because obviously Charlotte's not jumping anywhere. Charlotte will be at the bottom
Charlotte
again.
ain't going nowhere.
Washington's going to be at the bottom again.
The Nets ain't going
Toronto's going to
nowhere.
be at the bottom again. Brooklyn's going to be at the bottom again. So that's 4 bottom tier teams already there. There's going to be some teams that are going to finish
okay, but then
5, 6 and not be as good as they were this year, simply because the East is just that bad.
see, I think y'all are really sleeping on all these teams, which is fine. We'll
There's
see what
nothing.
No,
happens
no,
through
no.
the
I
season.
think I
There's
think I
nothing to
think
sleep on.
Boston.
Like you
I
look at
think Boston
Chicago and how
without
they
Tatum
ended the
still makes the
season.
playoffs.
Chicago, how they ended the season was nuts, if you
Chicago.
ask me.
Well,
Okay,
Ethan,
The
I
same
didn't
way
say
you feel
Chicago
about
because
Chicago
they're
is the
looking
same
to
way I
move
feel about
Kobe
the
White
Heat.
and
Like
Lonzo.
it's
hold on, let
They're
me
looking
finish.
they're looking to tear it down. So like I'm not expecting
This
anything
dude
from
is
them.
poo pooing on
Listen, that's
Orlando, and the
fine.
first team he mentions is Chicago.
yeah,
Let
that's
me
actually
finish.
insane.
All right, Ethan, finish your point,
We'll
and then I
get
got
to
the next
them.
trade.
We'll get to the Atlanta trade, which you're probably about to talk about,
Nope,
and
not
then
yet.
Yeah, Atlanta be up
No, we're
there.
going to talk about it, but
Okay.
I'm saying
go
there's one
ahead.
more
All
trade
right.
before then. All right,
Oh,
here we go. Here we
I
go.
goodness.
think I
Next
think
trade.
Atlanta's gonna be top 6. They not gonna be top 3. They ain't gonna
They're
be top
bringing
6.
back the exact same roster plus the rookie. The KP is not going to play. I don't understand this. He
Who we?
hasn't played. He hasn't
Hold
played
on,
over
hold on,
30
hold on, hold
games.
on, hold on.
Stop.
Move on,
Hey,
move on,
okay.
Kyle.
Next,
Stay focused. You're
next
ready.
trade.
We ready to explode all
Obviously,
over Caleb.
next trade. Obviously, the Kevin Durant news. Kevin Durant finally traded out of Phoenix to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the number 10 pick yesterday, and then 5 second-round picks. When that news broke, I don't know. It was mixed reactions. Some people are like, look out for Houston. Others are like, what is Phoenix doing? It's like, hey, like, well, what are you guys doing? What's the plan? Hey, D Book, you're starting to kind of go into that Dame Lillard territory where you've been there, you've done everything you can. Management around you is awful. It might be time. So I'll start off with Ethan. I'll start off with you on this one. How did you feel about this trade? Obviously,
I
we know
mean,
Houston's all in this year.
Houston did it just to get rid of number one because Jalen Green is a liability, and that contract that they signed him to. You got to get rid of him.
Uh,
Dylan Brooks. Ooh. Now you're saying that Houston's all in. They got Kevin Durant. I'm telling you right now, they're not doing anything special. Like I can't
You
for the
just
life of
hate
me.
KD,
You
and
people
I
have
hate
been
KD
alive
too.
on the.
But
Shut up.
come on,
You people have been
KD,
alive on
KD.
this earth for
Come on,
20
man.
years,
Ugh,
and you've
boy.
seen Kevin Durant ever
Well,
since he
hate's a
left Golden
strong
State
word.
do the same thing. And every time he goes to a new team, oh my gosh, the finals bound. Like they're gonna get it done. No, they're
so
not.
so
They're
so I
not
just
getting
want to
it done.
ask you. I'm gonna let you finish. But I just want to ask you one question so you answer this.
Okay, so
Is Houston not the? Is Houston this
you just
Houston
said you was gonna
team?
let me finish.
No.
No,
I
he's
said I'm gonna
asking
ask
you
you
a
this
question.
question. I want you to
Oh,
answer it
okay,
while
okay,
you're
okay,
going.
okay, okay.
The question is this the best coach that he's since he's left Golden State? Is this the best coach and team that he went to since Golden State?
No, because you went to the Nets. The Nets was the better team,
He
in my
said the
opinion.
best
The Nets was the
coach
better
and
team.
the overall team.
No,
I
he
don't
said
know.
better team. I think the Nets were overall a better team, but Ime Udoka, I think,
That's
is the
tough
better
for me.
coach.
That's
But I
tough.
think he was in a better situation and the team on the Nets.
They were
Obviously,
top
before
heavy.
Harden
So,
went down with the
but
hamstring.
Yeah,
hold
I
on.
don't like that
Besides the
question.
top three, no, hold on.
I don't either. But
But
I
before
don't
besides
like
the
the
Harden went
question.
top
down with the
three,
I'm
hamstring,
gonna
no.
let
But what
y'all
I'm
go because I
saying
want to
is,
answer.
but hold on. Besides the top three, what else did the Knicks have? Besides KD, James Harden,
The
who came there
Nets.
Well,
with the
wait, wait,
second
yeah,
wait,
year?
wait.
you
You
got to
said what
they
did
they
they? No, are you
What happened
asking
to the
what did
rest
the
of the
Nets
team?
have?
well they
Yeah,
still
the
had
rest of
Joe
the team.
So,
Harris.
They
so
They
had
Joe
had
Joe
Harris was
Harris.
still
They
Joe
had
Marcus
Harris
Joe
was
Harris,
still
Marcus
playing
Marcus
well.
Aldridge,
Aldridge.
Blake
Marcus Aldridge was
Griffin.
still playing. Blake
Okay,
Griffin
they're
was still
talking over me,
playing.
but
They
Blake
had
Griffin on the Nets.
I don't know why
bro,
someone just brought
bro
up
when
Blake
he
What do
Griffin.
you
first
But
what
got
do
there.
you average? What do you average on the
oh
Nets? 9 points
god,
a game.
Bro, but no, what I'm saying is when he went to he wasn't a
come on,
scrub.
man,
Like you
come on, man.
he,
Well, when
like
he
in
went
Boston,
there,
You're telling
it
me.
wasn't Blake Griffin in Boston. That's what
he
I'm
had
trying to
he
tell
had a
you.
career year in Detroit before he went. So
That's what I'm saying. Like
before he
he was
went, he
coming
had the
off
best
that
year.
year in
The
Okay,
best
Detroit.
year of
okay.
his
All
career was
right.
in
Let, let
Detroit.
let Ethan finish. Go ahead, Ethan. Go ahead.
I like what was I even?
Let me go.
Because you
Oh,
did you? Oh,
Hold on. Let Ethan
go
finish.
ahead.
He said they don't have no chance. They're awful.
listen. This
KD
Kevin
is the
Durant.
worst player. Go ahead.
I ain't say all that. Kevin Durant is still a top 10 player in my eyes in the NBA, but he will always be that player that he is that guy, like he's up there, right? But no matter what team you go on, it's not gonna get done. I promise you it won't. Watch this. Watch this. We're gonna come into this season.
I know what
Kyle
you. I
just said.
understand where you're coming from.
Kyle just said. Kyle, did you say that they're gonna make it? Did you say
No,
that?
no,
Or
no. I haven't given my opinion. So
oh, okay. Listen here. Listen here. It's not gonna happen. I want to give that. I'll give this last example. When he went to the Suns, everybody and their mama, okay,
don't say
talking
everybody.
about
Ain't nobody
how
anywhere in their mama. Ain't
yeah, it
nobody
was
saying
everybody and their
nothing.
mama.
There was some
Not
ESPN
me.
hype. There was
Not
some
ESPN
me.
said
hype.
they're
I'm
finals
not
bound.
Not
see
me.
why
Ain't
y'all
nobody in their
see when I
mama.
say everybody and mama, y'all automatically go to the media. Nobody cares about what the media is saying. I'm talking about
Okay.
people that I know. I ain't talking about the media. Okay,
Okay,
So I
okay.
don't know who the hell you know, but you ain't never
everybody.
heard. You ain't never heard me talking about.
Excuse me here.
'Cause
Everybody and their mama was saying, "Oh my goodness, the Suns to the finals." Okay, I don't even think they made out the first round since he's been there.
Nope.
Okay, uh, you're going to the Rockets. Yes, you have the better coach and all this and all that. Let me tell you something. You'd be lucky to see them even get out of the second round. But listen, I'll let it play out. We'll revisit this back again when obviously you see how the season's going and they make the playoffs. Maybe we'll see what happens. And yeah,
I feel like the reason you guys feel the way you guys do is because each one of you guys have different expectations for this. Like again, Ethan, you're under the assumption that like
Kyle,
we're
what are you
us and
bringing him in there
us on
for?
the panel are like, oh my goodness, Houston going to the finals. And then from our side, for you, you're just like, well, poo poo Kevin Durant, that boy trash. Like we
Kyle,
know what
what
the
are you
West is,
bringing? What are
right?
you
Like the
bringing
West.
him there for?
Ethan, Houston is bringing him because he's an upgrade over Jalen Green.
No, no, no. See, now answer my question. What are you
Just
bringing him
answer
there
the
for?
question.
I just told you he is an upgrade over Jalen Green.
So that's what you're bringing him for
Your
because he's just an
superstar can't
upgrade.
score 7 points in a playoff game. So
So,
I,
so, so,
I don't
so, what is the goal of you bringing him there for?
To go win a
to
chip.
be
If
competitive to win a
Ryan's gonna win a
championship.
chip.
Okay, if you don't want to say the answer directly, I can say it for you. You're bringing him there to win a championship. You believe that he is the best chance. You believe that he is the best
Did we
chance.
not just say that?
The
I'm
word
not talking to
championship came
you.
out of
I'm
my
talking
mouth.
to him.
The word championship came out of my mouth. But okay, go ahead.
No, I had to force that out your mouth, but I'm gonna say it for you. The reason you're bringing him there is to win a championship. You believe that he gives you the best chance to win a championship. Don't give me, I'm bringing him there because I just think he's better. No,
That's
you're
obviously what
bringing him.
Houston. That's what
No,
Houston believes.
stop. You're bringing him there because you
Bro,
want to win a championship and you believe that he
you're
can
trying
get it
to
done for you.
see. I
I'm
see what
telling
you're
you
trying
right
to
now,
do.
that fraud is not getting it done for you. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, all right. I'm
So
glad
my
you feel
turn.
it very strongly. He does have to play.
History
And
has shown this but so many times. When
I
y'all talk
want
about
you,
James Harden, y'all love to bring up how he's
dude.
a choker,
I
a
need you,
political
Remember,
choker.
hey,
But
Ethan.
y'all don't
I
want to talk
need you,
about
Ethan.
Kevin
The
Durant's
same
history.
hey, I
visceral
just want you
reaction
to
you have
remember
for
what he
Kevin
just
Durant's
said.
movement, I need you to have
He
the
just
same
said
energy for
history.
every player in the league, every superstar player in the league. I need you to have the same energy that you have for Kevin Durant because it's wild to me. Like again, I'm
Bro.
a Kevin Durant defender in the sense that like it's getting overboard to how his name is slandered nowadays. It's kind of wild. Like y'all must have forgot who he is, but at the same time, I understand what you're saying in the sense of like, hey, like this guy hasn't done nothing since he left. I understand what you're saying with that. I told you that from the couple like so. I'm a realist with that, but the pedestal you're holding him to, one, you're not consistent with that across the league. Number one, and number two, Houston feels like Kevin Durant, a solidified 25, 26 a night type guy, 8 rebounds, 5, 6 assists, can implement himself into that team because Kevin Durant can play with anybody, any team, any system. You have a better chance to go deep in the playoffs than with Jalen Green. That's what they
Mm-hmm.
made this move for. It's kind of end the story right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now you don't believe that he will do anything. Fair enough. That's what Houston believe. We can believe that Houston believes that, and I think it's good for him. I think they are a better team with him. All
My
right,
thing
I'm
is,
gonna just
why do you give Kevin Durant the benefit of the doubt, but you won't give it to
Ethan.
James
It's not.
Harden?
I'm not saying he's gonna win a championship. I'm
Well,
saying
James
he's better
Harden's
than
never
Jalen
won
No,
Green.
no.
anything. Even though,
What did you say?
Like
because
he's
James
better than
Harden
when you
has
say
never.
giving him the benefit of that. What do you mean? He's better than Jalen Green. Now, if he
I
makes the
know.
playoffs and they
I
get bounced in the
understand.
second
We're
I
not
round, I'm
getting
just
up.
like,
understand
Hold
that.
on.
okay.
Well, that's a conversation for
That's not
another
what we're
day.
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
We
you're
understand
moving,
he's
you're
better
you're
than Jalen
moving,
Green.
you're
That's a
moving.
conversation for another day.
That's
Because
a
if we
different
about to
saying
get
conversation.
into that, if we
You're
get to
giving
that,
him the benefit of the doubt over the history that you've seen from this man. Okay,
But
Hey,
this
just
when you say
remember what he
benefit of
just said. The history. Come on, man.
when,
Hey, go ahead,
when
Kay.
when you say benefit of the doubt, what do you mean? Like, what is that benefit? Because like, is it? Oh, he's a championship level type player. Like,
no
he can
that
bring you over the top. Like, what's
like
the?
you have this. I listen. Kevin Durant is a great player,
y'all are
a
moving the goalposts,
generational
man.
player. You understand what I'm
No,
saying?
no, no! Don't say
But
y'all now, because I'm trying to stay right here.
he's a generational player. But I'm saying that you're giving him more. You're giving him more of a benefit of the doubt to get deeper or to
There's
possibly
no
even win
benefit
a
of the
championship.
doubt. This
Can
dude
you
is
let me
all
finish,
time one
please?
of the top 20 players.
Excuse me.
What are you talking
Excuse
about?
me. Excuse me.
What are you talking about?
You're
Like you don't
giving
know
him the
who this man
benefit.
is.
Excuse me. You're
We're
giving
not
him.
talking about some Joe Smo who rocked bench. We're
Anyways,
talking
you're
about
giving
Kevin
him
goddamn
the
Durant.
benefit of the doubt,
What are you saying, man?
and he has almost the
Man, tell
same.
me when
I'm
it's
not
my
gonna say he has
turn,
the
man.
same bad. He doesn't have the same track record, but we know that James Harden is a generational choker, and that even if he goes to anything, it doesn't matter. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you that I've seen so much
We
history.
know he's a
The same thing
generational
with Kevin
choker.
Durant
The
that it's
same
not
dude
going
who
to
got
get
two
done.
finals MVPs. with Steph Curry on this team is a generational
James
trophy.
Okay,
Harden.
all right,
I
all right.
don't
Ethan,
know
Ethan,
why
hold
he's
on,
talking
hold
about
on. Let's
KD when
let
I said
Caleb,
James Harden.
because Ethan, this is
But
kind of
let
your
me
thing
go.
now. But K, go ahead,
Let me
K,
go.
and then
I feel
Ethan, you can
strongly
kind of.
about Kevin Durant too, right?
Yeah, we know you do.
I feel very strongly about Kevin
It's
Durant.
deserved.
But at the end of the day, again, he's an upgrade over Jalen Green. I know you
That's
scoffed.
it.
That's what we're talking about. What does he mean to Houston?
Unc,
That's it.
I know you scoffed it when Ethan said, Jalen Green is a liability. I don't know why you scoffed because the man hasn't been the same.
He is a liability.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He's
I
also 23 years old. But go ahead.
Oh my
Listen,
goodness.
Well, hey, no, hey. So real quick, hey, I'm gonna let you finish.
Hey, let me
No,
ask y'all a question, man.
real quick.
The MVP of the league this year. Where was he at 23 years old? What was he doing?
averaging 26 a game and making it to the
Okay,
second round.
was anybody talking about him? Was anybody mentioning OKC? Look what Shay's doing. Y'all niggas didn't talking about Shay till last year.
Yes, they
The
were.
man been in the
After that
league
run with
7 years.
CP3, if you were
So now
tapped
y'all
in,
telling me
I was
at the
saying
age of
that.
23,
if
you're supposed to be who you're
if you're
supposed to
tapped
be?
in with basketball after that run with CP3, you knew Shay's name. Stop it. We're not having that conversation.
You know,
Cut it
we've
out.
been
We're
talking.
not
We've
having
been
that
knowing about Shay,
conversation.
but
Literally.
We know
I was
about
gonna
Shay.
say,
If you know
hey,
basketball, you know about Shay.
hey, but I will say
Come on,
this to
stop.
that point about the
I didn't hear
23-year-old.
you
to the
I
niggas
just
general
think,
mention
manager.
Shay name.
hey,
I didn't
it's
hear
the
Bro,
none of
whole.
you niggas mentioning Shay name.
Shay's been in MVP discussion for the last
Shay
2 seasons before this
Shay
year. Cut it out. We
Shay
done.
is
It's
26
my
years
turn.
old.
It's my turn. So I'm gonna speak now.
Go ahead.
It's my turn. So, right, Kevin Durant is definitely upgraded over Jalen Green. Jalen Green is a bum who hasn't been successful since prolific prep. That's all I gotta say. I'm done. That's it.
Hey, so to the point that you guys are about to say, and I'll let y'all go. I was gonna make an argument because we were gonna bring it up anyway. Because he's so young, it's kind of the day and age that we're in. The media, teams, and this is across every
Man,
sports.
it's like I don't.
Rookies' leashes are
Like,
this long. There is no leash anymore, right? We're seeing it in football now with Anthony Richardson. Like he may not start this year. He may not. Like we like I don't know what's gonna happen. The dude really only had about a season and a half to do anything. Jalen Green has had 3 full seasons. Now he's been inconsistent. That's his thing. Is inconsistency. Okay. Houston said, "Hey, we're pulling the trigger. We are closer to a championship window with KD now, and we'll sacrifice the longevity of Jalen Green's career versus, whatever his pinnacle of it or his upside is, whatever that ceiling is going to be. They say, hey, it's not worth it in the long run. So I just think I think it's
What I'm saying is, the Houston Rockets can still like just because you got Kevin Durant for him, that doesn't mean that they don't like him or they think he's. That's my point.
well,
My
right.
point is everybody's like, because he's. They went and got Kevin Durant.
You're talking about Jalen Green?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
obviously Kevin
They
Durant
are
is an
just
upgrade.
what
Obviously.
they're doing is they're pushing their cards in the middle of the table, and they say we think that we have this window to get,
exactly.
and we can't do it with him. That doesn't mean he's not any good. That's what you guys are saying. Oh, he ain't any good. Well, I come from a
Nobody
He's
different
a
said
era
he
than
wasn't
clear
y'all.
good. We just said that he's a liability.
I like how you talk.
No, you did not. You literally yelled the entire while I was talking.
Okay, hey, I sat back
my
and I
entire
listened to
time.
you.
He literally
you
yelled
didn't.
my
So,
entire time.
thank you, and I want my time back, please.
That's why he's smiling.
Hey,
He yelled
the
our entire
moderator,
time.
get this show back on the rails, okay?
Okay. All
It's
right,
my
Skip
time now,
Bayless.
and I
All
got a
right.
lot to
All
say.
right, Skip Bayless.
Okay,
Here you
so
go with all his tonnage and girth.
why
Yeah,
you gonna have to? Why you gonna say that
said,
when it's my time to talk?
y'all
We're
must not know
talking
that Skip.
about tonnage and
What he
girth.
I am about to unleash and unload all over Cooper Flag. Are you kidding me? You want to talk about girth and tonnage?
say? What he say?
Anyway, like I said,
Okay,
what I'm
Caleb. All
saying
right.
is,
Okay.
okay, now we're kind of getting away from the topic, but I just wanted to say, and
Yeah,
this
I've
is
got
what
the next
happens
trade, man. So we're not gonna
with
get through these
this
trades.
with this generation, with y'all generation. It's like this microwave generation. It's like, oh, everything got to be ready now. Oh, you
Well,
get into
no,
the NBA? I don't care if you
that's
make.
teams,
Hold
that's
on,
organizations.
Kyle. Hold on. I'm saying, man. It's,
You
y'all too, because y'all saying the young people too, because y'all saying Jalen Green trash at 23 years old.
no,
I'm
We
saying,
said
hold
bruh.
he's a
on.
Let him finish.
liability.
Let him
Nobody
finish.
called him
Let
trash.
him finish.
Nobody
Let him
called him
finish.
trash.
Bro,
All
let
I
him
said is that
finish.
he's a
Bro,
Let
liability.
him finish.
y'all know y'all niggas is recorded, right?
I said
Okay.
he's
We
inconsistent.
sure are
That's why.
recorded.
this year.
Houston did it just to get rid of number one because Jalen Green is a liability, and that contract that they signed him to.
He got
I
cut
am
because he
calling
was
him.
too
I'm calling.
inconsistent.
I don't know about them.
Nobody
I'm
called him.
calling them
Well,
trash.
maybe
He's
Caleb
been
said
the
it.
Well,
same
I
no,
say
way
see,
he's
there
a
he's
you
been
go.
in high
liability.
Caleb,
school. I'm
Okay.
Caleb,
calling them trash. I am me right
All
here.
right.
because
I'm
And
calling
so
them
that's
he
my
stars.
started for me on my
problem.
fantasy team. I'm
That's
cool.
my problem with the younger generation.
Cool.
These guys, look at the guys who are now. Obviously you had LeBron and them, and as LeBron and them fade out, you got the new guys that are coming in. You got the Shays, we got the Halliburton showing up. And my thing is, all of these guys, Shea, 26 years old, Halliburton, 25 years old. Like all these guys are now starting to hit their prime. You know what I'm saying? 25 that 32 window, right? So to me, you can't call a dude trash. Now, if the dude 25 years old, 26 years old, and he's still playing the way he's playing, all right, y'all can have at it. What I'm saying is, at 23 years old, the man ain't trash. But what I'm saying is, that's not even Houston's thought process. Houston's thought process is, listen, we feel like we have a window that we can win a championship right now. So what can we do? What moves can we make to facilitate that? Are they a better team right now today with Kevin Durant than Jalen Green? The answer to me is yes. But my thing about KD and like what Ethan said. Ethan said, "Remember the history." Oh, with his sermon that he was giving, with talking about KD and his history. KD and his history. The last time he was that dude on the biggest stage, we're talking about finals, winning finals MVPs and all that. He was with Golden State. Golden State is an organization that was already built. He didn't have to come in. See, KD is not one of these dudes that people want. Oh, your best player is going to be your leader, and he's going to be out front talking to the media. That's not who KD is. As great of a player as he is, that's not. KD want to show up, hoop, go home. That's what he want to do. He want to do any extracurricular nothing, right? And so we saw that in Golden State. It was already a championship built team. He just had to show up, hoop, go home, right? Um, Houston Rockets, they don't need him to develop culture. They don't need him. They don't need him to do any of that. They have a strong coach. He has championship pedigree. He took that Boston team in his first year to the championship. Um, they have top five big men in the game. They have rising star Amen Thompson. They have the requisite pieces along their bench. They just re-signed
Fred Van
what's
Fleet.
that? Fred Van Fleet, right? So
That
they feel
contract is
like,
too big.
okay, so now
Yeah.
if we
They
just
made it lower
take,
though. It's 25
so
now.
they said that, yeah, they
Oh,
restructured. They
they
gave him two
restructured.
year.
Restructured it, so
Oh,
They
okay.
gave him
it's
a
even
2 year
lower,
deal.
which is
He's getting
good.
the same money, but just in 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're saying, okay, if we remove this one piece and we put this already, this piece that still needs a little bit more time, and we put in something that's already at its height, where can we take it? And so, to answer your question, I think that I don't want to say that they're a championship winning team, but I definitely think that they can contend to come out of
Right.
the West.
Right.
Can they compete with the OKC Thunder now with Kevin Durant when he just have to come in and hoop? I don't need you to do nothing else, KD. Listen here, you know your spots on the floor. We're gonna have these young bulls ready to run alongside you. Okay. It's gonna be interesting to see how Şengün fits in the mix, right? Because we never really seen KD play with a really good big man before. So that's an interesting piece to see how that works
And they
out.
and they
But
can go big
but
or
I
small too. In Houston, they can go big
yeah,
because with
Can
Steven
I ask a
Adams back,
question?
they can go big or small if they want to.
yeah.
Can I
So
ask a
I
question?
like it. Go ahead.
I just want to make sure. So, were you only bringing up Golden State to bring the comparison that there's
Why are we
a
doing this?
team
Why is this a
already
question?
built?
Yeah. An
Okay.
organization
I'm
already
just.
built.
I'm listen.
I have a question for you too.
I was like,
But
it's
And that's
different
a fair
playing
point,
with
though. That's a fair
Steph
point. I mean,
Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green,
yeah, no,
and
I don't think
whatever
but I
than
don't think
playing
Unk's talking
with.
I'm
about the
talking about I'm
players. He
talking
mean
about
the
If
culture.
you're talking
system.
I'm
about the
talking
thing, that's
about
different.
I'm talking
Okay.
about a
Okay.
professional. Listen, I'm one of these guys. I'm a strong believer that everybody is wrong and they think that players win championship. No, they don't. Players do not win championships. Organizations win championships. Okay, that means
That's
a
only in
professional.
basketball.
That's in every sport. That's in
Okay,
every sport.
I
That's
got
in
an
every
Aaron
sport.
Rodgers take, but anyway,
Because
go ahead.
because if you have a poor organization, I don't care what type of players you have, they're gonna find a way to screw it up. You have a great professional organization that's well run. You look at all of the champions. You look at the dynasties, all the teams that are winning championship now. The OKC franchise, they are
The
professionally
Nuggets are poorly
ran.
ran though.
The
They
who?
won one chip.
The,
The
well,
Nuggets,
yes,
the
but
Nuggets, the Nuggets are not poorly ran. There was a feud between the general manager and the coach that ultimately exploded, and they had to get them out of there. But I'm talking about, that's a fair point. But I'm talking about teams that win multiple and like they're in the hunt every single year. You're talking about the Spurs, the Heat for all those many years when we had LeBron and them. Even post that
Yeah, with Jimmy,
with Jimmy. You look at the Lakers for a long period of time. Boston Celtics. Well,
Boston.
these
Yeah,
are these are very well run organizations that put players in place and build teams in order to win championships. So that's my thing. When you have a really good run organization, we look like it seems like Ime Udoka know what the fuck he's doing. He's one of the top five to me. One of these new guys, because all of the old guys are now old coaches are starting to fade out. You got the new coaches coming, the young bloods are coming in. He's
yeah.
at the top of the pack. Okay. And so I feel like they have a really built, well one organization. You don't have to come in like they were trying to when they went to the when him and Kyrie decided to go to the Nets, that was a poorly run franchise. They
And they were
went to the
building
Nets
it right
because
there.
they
It
felt
was.
like we can build it. These niggas don't know what they're doing. The players are gonna build it. Y'all don't know
Hmm.
what the fuck y'all doing either.
Yeah.
Right?
But
And so
that's why
that's what happened.
I don't give them a pass for that because they curated that. That's what they
No, no,
wanted.
no. I'm not saying that they should get a pass. I'm just saying that's part of the reason why it didn't work. Right? When Kyrie comes out and says, we don't need a coach on no
Yeah.
floor. We
He
can
said
just
it. I
do
was
it on
gonna
our
say
own.
he said it.
Like y'all playing outside, like y'all playing open run. And this is a professional in a professional league. You go up against a bunch of guys running around in an actual system that's functioning, and that's why the Pacers got to the championship. They don't have no star players. That's the coach saying, this is the system we're going to run because these are the players we have to run the system. And we took it
Exactly.
all the way to the championship, 7 games. And without injury, potentially they could have won it.
But
So,
man,
so,
listen,
so, so that's my thing. KD's got a situation in Houston where he can just, he can just go in, hoop, go home. And I think that's going to take them a long way.
there you go. Hey, listen, we gonna be over 2 hours of these discussions like this. So here we go.